Hello everyone, Bashar here. So I am on my friend Almost account again. He has concocted another beautiful solo project. So guys, we were thinking about how we could solo Dragon 10 with the 5-star Mithrala soul we have been given. We have tested that, and while it's not a very bad idea, she can do it. The problem is the damage, right? It takes a little too long. Takes about 4 minutes or so. I mean, the problem is if you don't use her A2, she doesn't have an AoE, right? And if you use her A2, she places the hex debuff on the enemies who then get petrified, and petrification gives them a huge damage reduction, so it goes a little nasty. So I present to you Staltus Solo. So how does this work? So because of Staltus's passive guys, when we are trying to get placed weaken, decrease defense, or poison, he just reflects them back to the attacker, right? Which is beautiful, and this doesn't even require accuracy. So you just give them back all the debuffs they do, and as you know, Dragon does a lot of poison debuffs, so he basically kills himself. There's that. And we have stun for the trash waves, that's also beautiful. We also have the increased defense, which will make us more tanky and deal more damage because Staltus is a defense-based champion. As you can see, the speed requirement is very low, right? That's beautiful. We are wearing regen again, a bit annoying. Where is it? There it is. So as you can see, almost upgrades are, while they are, a good amount, they are not maxed out or anything. The speed upgrade is on 5, the critical upgrade on 4, the ignore defense upgrade is on 5 again, the resistance is on 6, and the accuracy is on 8. And these don't really do anything, by the way. The accuracy and the resistance are not enough to do anything. I mean, they help us resist the stuff at trash, but we don't really get bothered by trash because they will almost never play. Get it? Almost. And the stats are a little bit wild though. 100k HP, 6.5k defense. So I'm gonna say this much is mostly for damage. I don't think we need this kind of survivability, and we also want some damage because we don't have something magical that will be killing the trash for us. So Staltus has to bash their faces in, so the EHP is a little too much, but compared to the Aidlin we just did, guys, at least the speed is much lower, right? And there is nothing special. Regen and the guild, the gear is quite ascended. We also have a lot of solo masteries. We have plus 18 speed for killed enemies. This works here, right? Because we are going to be killing the first wave, and we also 24 speed from Dead Allies, which brings us up to, even though this speed looks like 200 here, we go up to 252 speed, guys. Why? We have 10 from Dragon Live Arena upgrades, and we have 42 from our masteries. That adds up to 252, which means we will be playing basically at a 1-to-1 rate with the dragon, in which we take the turn first, right? So we play dragon place, we play the dragon place. That's how it goes, right? Exactly tuned, one-on-one tune. That's the beauty of live arena upgrades and masteries. We have Dead Allies increased damage. This one I would say is wrong. If I might offer an improvement to almost here, this one definitely 12% more damage because we are killing enemies. Yeah, I think so. I mean, let me go over this. We don't want accuracy here. That's, yeah, I mean, I did suggest this with the Vitir, if you recall, from the Shogun solo team. Okay, so what I would do is, guys, so this might be some old mastery. As I said, I'm not criticizing or anything, because when you are first crafting these, you don't have experience, and experience can improve the masteries that you have. I would drop this Evil Eye in favor of bring it down, 6% damage up. I think that's pretty nice. Right, these are okay, I think, and I would definitely drop this. Right, he doesn't do any debuffs, does it? I'm not sure. So hold up, I need to see this. I'm not sure if the poison is counted as having done by Staltus, right? Because thing is, it says reflect, and I don't know how that works exactly. So if it extends the poison durations, I think that could be a good idea. If it doesn't, we definitely want this one. So what I would do is, I guess we will see. This definitely needs to get dropped in favor of this. Methodical gets dropped for kill streak, and if this doesn't work, we drop the Master Hexer in favor of Methodical. Okay, so let's see how it works. Yeah. So, stage 10 hard solo, guys. And you will see now. It's beautiful. They take turns and waste our time. That's a little annoying. Yeah. So this is a problem for the duration, and also, in turn attack tournaments, we are just wasting precious time. I have an idea to reduce that. I mean, the thing is, as you can see, Staltus doesn't really look like he's coming any close to death, and as you know, because he is immune to decreased defense debuffs, he's not taking in the decreased defense from the Venus. So what I think we can do is, for the first wave, we can start with the A1, then use the A2, and finally then use the A3. I mean, the stunning ability we will use last, so they can actually kill the trash. So he does good damage. The Cardinal reviving is not the end of the world for us. She doesn't do it very often, but she can, right? If she is the stun, it's not the end of the world. We can handle that. See, she just did that. I thought we were going to prevent her, but we couldn't. And so as you can see, guys, this is beautiful. So this will go extremely fast. Oh, it does. Okay. Okay. I have eaten my words. Almost choice is correct. So the thing is, guys, when the game says reflect, it actually counts as you doing those debuffs. Right? Let me see. Oh no, it doesn't. Nope, I have not eaten my words. So that master is wrong and has to be changed. Okay, so if we want to go over it again with the first-hand knowledge, this I suppose is good. I would drop this one, Master Hexer in favor of kill streak. I would drop Evil Eye in favor of bring it down, and I think that will make us faster. So as you can see, almost has again a 6-star soul, which makes our life much easier. I would say this would work on lower, but as you know, guys, if the soul is a 5-star, you need to bring accuracy, right? And Dragon, I believe, has around 320 accuracy, so you will have to, sacrifice a little bit from the gear, but I think it will still be safe. And keep in mind, guys, that sometimes people get confused with the 6-star smite, right? So it says, guaranteed. I hit the dragon in the face, but there is no smite. Why? So the thing is, guys, smite has a 4-turn internal cooldown, right? Which means after it is triggered, it won't trigger again for 4 more turns. And thing is, guys, the game keeps track of this cooldown, just like it would keep track of a regular skill cooldown. And let's say, guys, you are finishing off wave 2, right? You hit Venus in the face and smite triggers. What does that mean? That means your smite has a 3-turn cooldown now, right? and that is the literal last hit, so you will not be able to get a smite proc on the dragon for the first 3 turns, and that is, there is nothing we can do about this. That is quite random. So let me try to improve here if I can. Okay. All right, so what I'm going to do here is, guys, is this. So the idea I have here is, I mean, it is slower damage, but guys, the food taking turns is making us definitely lose more time and take more turns, which reduces our score for turn attack tournaments. Yeah. Let's see if this works. So guys, what I'm basically doing is I'm delaying the stun as much as I could. I couldn't though. I had 1 on stun, I think. Yeah, I made a mistake. Okay, let's... And you guys can also observe how efficient it is. Because guys, we all have seen some solo builds and you try it at home and it just doesn't work, right? I want to show you guys a few more runs, so it's established that this works. So the beauty of this build is, guys, the low speed requirement, right? No accuracy is, no resistance is required. Wow, that is dangerously close. Wow, I wouldn't have expected that, but yeah. So because of the low speed, we can go very tanky and high damage. So I think it almost has hit a sweet spot, guys. Around 200 crit damage, I believe, is fine. I mean, we don't want to go extremely high damage, right? This duration, I would say, is very beautiful. So as you can see, no smite proc, guys. And so this was the worst opening possible. Our smite proc was as late as possible, so this is the worst possible run. Let's see if we die. Second breath has come. Yeah. This is pretty bad, by the way. Finally. Third breath. Yeah, the fourth will definitely kill us, but I don't think we will be getting there. Oh, I think we are dying or no? Wow. So guys, this was the worst round possible, and yeah, it did get close, so there is a chance of dying. Okay, that's what I did wrong. I'm gonna correct it. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's more like it, right? So this is just me optimizing the food dying faster. Let's do one last one. So guys, as you can see, if we kill the second wave with the smite move, right, 1 turn later will make a difference, right? But if the smite move is the one that kills, see, that was beautiful. Okay, that's nice. Well, then they are doing real damage, though. Wow. I mean, it is coming a little closer than what I had expected. I mean, with us never ever receiving, decreased defense, I thought, it would go better. Below 50%, but of course, it's not that dangerous. It's just, as I said, going a little lower than what I expected. Yeah, it does. Let's see. And thing is, guys, we are failing the stun here. That's not because of the lack of accuracy. So thing is, these waves have extremely high HP, attack and defense stats, but their accuracy, resistance and speed are, just like, campaign terrible, right? They have like 100 accuracy or so. Same for resistance, and also the speeds are very low too. So whatever speed, accuracy and resistance you will bring, you will resist them all the time. You will land your debuffs all the time, you will be much faster all the time. There is no problem with that. Yeah. So I think we should be doing the mastery changes that I suggested. I think it would help with the... Wow. Okay, so yeah. So this is definitely not as easy as I thought, right? I mean, the fella does real damage, and this is with a lot of HP and a lot of defense, right? Yeah. So I would probably go maybe... So I would definitely do the mastery changes if I were almost. And he also went the whole mile, yeah. Max out this one. The glyphs. Well, he did go good at glyphs. Yeah, I mean, these are... Okay, I would definitely do. So guys, this is a very worthy project, I would say. I mean, I would go all in on this, right? Everything would be at their max possible, or at least, very close to max. So I would definitely roll this boot into something that's tangible. That's of course beautiful. Yeah. Yeah. So damage wise, as you can see, guys, this is fine, right? We don't need more damage, I don't think, right? We could love a little bit more survivability though. So, maxing out everything and using the glyphs, yeah. I mean, 2 minutes duration on a solo champion is beautiful. So you could say, maybe I should use emergency heal, right? And I wouldn't suggest it because thing is, guys, I mean, it would help against Trash a little bit, but as you can see, the Trash doesn't kill us. And against Dragon, Smite is much better because, guys, Dragon is operating on a 4-turn cycle, right? He has, he does the same abilities in a row, 4 turns, and then he starts the cycle again. And thing is, 3 of those are Smite triggers, right? He just has 1A1 in there, and everything else is triggering Smite. So when you land the Smite, most likely you would get 2 procs out of it, and every single time you will get at least 1 proc out of it, right? So it makes this fight go much faster on top of the poisons. So this would work on a 5-star Staltus, but you would have to go much harder at it. So if you have been lucky enough to have this one, this is a beautiful solo champion to go for, right? And thing is, guys, I dare say, I mean, even though Staltus is good in PvP, right, he has fallen off a little bit. So I think it's an acceptable sacrifice. By doing this, you basically sacrifice your Staltus, guys. You wouldn't want 100k HP on your Staltus, right? You would want like 8-9k defense if you can. 200 speed is also very low, so this champion is not PvP usable. I mean, of course, you could save a preset and change, or you could just dedicate him to this job only, which I believe is fair. I don't think you would want anything lower than 5 stars though, because the Smite trigger chance would go much lower, and even at 5 stars it would be risky, but I would say 5 stars is okay. Anything lower than, as I said, the Smite application chance would go much lower, and you could die at the boss because the breath that he does is max HP based. So no matter how tanky you are, it's going to kill you at some point. The 5th breath would kill even the most tanky of the champions, and imagine if you fail the Smite a few times, that could get nasty because I mean, in the round that we had the worst luck, I believe it was the 2nd round, we did kill him when he got up to do the 4th breath, right? And if he did that 4th breath, we were dead, right? So the Dragon is a bit of a time race as opposed to the other guys, because the damage will become untankable at some point, right? You have to kill him fast. You can't mess around. So that's about it, guys. If you have been lucky enough to have Staltus and a high blessing for him. I think this is the way to use it. This is another end game dungeon being soloed, right? So if you have questions, feel free to ask them. I'll try to answer, and I'll see you on screen. Bye bye.